What's going on, apes? I hope you enjoyed your weekend and you're ready to get this thing on and popping tomorrow morning and throughout the rest of the week. But this is a very important AMC video we have to get into, and it does revolve around a lot of things, signaling a breakout for AMC stock throughout this week and the next coming weeks. I know people get mad. I'm not going to put a price target on this or say exactly when I think it's going to happen, but it really revolves around a lot, and specifically algorithmic trading. And we're going to break down exactly what that is and why I do think this is going to be the biggest significant factor leading us into a breakout, using technical analysis and obviously the information that we did receive today about Fast and Furious actually breaking a record for the box office over this weekend of $70 million, which is providing a bullish sentiment to the overall theater industry, as well as we do have the Wall Street Bets tracker indicating that AMC sentiment on Wall Street Bets has went up about 5% over the last day alone, which, as we all know, AMC is a technical trade. So the more social sentiment you do see, the bigger price movements to the upside you do see. So we're going to get into everything you guys need to know, specifically algorithmic trading and how this is going to lead to a breakout. The only thing that I ask is that you hit that like button for me and show some love for this video. If not, hit the dislike. I don't care. I'm just showing you guys exactly what I'm looking at and why I do think this is actually going to happen. Now, this is only my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Do not place trades on anything I say. It could or could not happen, but for all sakes concerned, or all things concerned, I do think this is going to happen. But let's get into it, guys. So the technicals, we do have a pennant forming right now, which is essentially taking the trend line on the bottom and level, acting as support, obviously, and then the trend line that has been slightly going down, but it's not bearish by any means necessary. This is a classic consolidation period after you do see this run up, as we have seen, up to about $72.62. We even went higher than that, but for the day chart, that is where we closed, and this was June 2nd, guys. So we are in this pennant right now, and we are coming to a close of this. So this does mean right here that we are primed for a breakout to the upside or the downside. But with this new news that we did get, I know some people don't think that this is a huge catalyst for AMC, but I tend to think differently, just because, like I said, there is positive sentiment about the whole theater industry, as well as this could be a green flag, or green light I should say, for the algorithmic trading to kick into effect and send AMC share price higher. Now, some people say, well, if AMC is owned 80 to 85% by retail investors, how does algorithmic trading have any impact on what actually happens with a stock? And it is quite simple. If they want to buy shares, they can buy shares. If they want to buy 50 million shares, they could buy 50 million shares. It would probably take all day to get that filled, but you would see what would happen with the share price. It would go up. That is essentially what algorithmic trading is doing. They're placing big orders, and we're going to go into the exact details of this, but they're placing big orders, guys, and they're really looking for scalp trades. So they get in, they usually get out, they follow the price action and the technicals. Now, considering even our 50-day moving average, or our 10-day moving average, I should say, is sitting at $57.42. Once we do break this, that'll be getting to the upper end of this pennant. But once you do get to about $60, that is where this pennant is coming to a squeeze, right, percent. Hard to put that into words, but it's coming to a close, and that is really where you will see some steam to the upside, especially with the algorithmic trading. Now, FOMO buying does come into this as well, because all of this helps to press the bids up higher, right? The bid is what you are paying for the stock. The ask is what people are trying to sell it for. So you are going to be pressing the bids up by a lot of orders going into the stock, and that is exactly, in a brief summed up explanation, what I think is going to be happening as far as the social sentiment and the good news that we did get as far as Fast and Furious 9 and the algorithmic trading. Now, algorithmic trading is not illegal, and anybody can do this, even you or me, but it costs a lot of money. It costs computer programming, and it's quite frankly not worth it unless you have a lot of capital at your disposal. But let's take a look at this. It says Capital Markets Regulator SEBI today ruled out a ban on algorithmic trading products, even though it said it is, in quotes, worried by the rapid adoption of these tools and called for appropriate risk risk management systems to be put in place by market players using them. This was March 12, 2018. So there was actually a ruling that may have said that algorithmic trading softwares are illegal, but they actually ruled against that, saying that they are legal, but you basically have to have procedures in place so your trading algorithm doesn't screw you and crash the whole market, because 70 to 80% of the total US stock market volume is done by algorithmic trading, and that does mean most trading volume in AMC is done by algorithmic trading. That is the average for any given stock. So if you're saying 70 to 80% of the total volume is done with algorithmic trading, obviously some stocks are going to be lower, some stocks are going to be higher. The more actively traded stocks tend to be more algorithmic trading sensitive, right? There's more money to be made there. There's more opportunities. Now, let's get into exactly what algorithmic trading is. Algorithmic trading, also called automatic trading, black box trading, or algo trading, uses a computer program that follows a defined set of instructions, an algorithm, to place a trade. The trade, in theory, can generate profits at a speed and frequency that is impossible for a human trader. Now, this goes on to say, algorithmic trading uses computer codes and chart analysis to enter and exit trades according to set parameters such as price movements or volatility levels. Once the current market conditions match any predetermined criteria, trading algorithms can execute a buy or sell order on your behalf. So essentially what this is saying, long story short, right, I probably didn't have to say all that, but it is using technical analysis and volatility or volume to dictate when they are going to exit or enter or exit these trades. That is the most important thing to keep in mind. That is why people follow technical analysis so closely, especially when it comes to AMC in particular and all these other momentum stocks. That is really where you get that advantage, because obviously we can't match trading algorithms, right? That's impossible to do. There's no sense to even try that. But if we can try to understand how these things work, that is where we can step in and try to trade along with the algorithms and all make money, because they're going to make money regardless. The more we know about this, the more we can profit from it. So hopefully you guys do understand exactly what I'm trying to get across here. But it says algorithmic trading strategies. Any strategy for algorithmic trading requires an identified opportunity that is profitable in terms of improving earnings or cost reduction. The following are common trading strategies used in algo trading. And we're not going to look at all of these, but a couple of these we will. And it says trend following strategies. The most common algorithmic trading strategies follow trends in moving averages, channel breakouts, a pennant is a channel breakout, or signifying, you could go one way or the other, right? It's a breakout level. Price level movements and related technical indicators. These are the easiest and simplest strategies to implement through algorithmic trading, because these strategies do not involve making any predictions or price forecasts. Trades are initiated based on the occurrence of desirable trends, which are easy and straightforward to implement through algorithms without getting into the complexity of predictive analysis. Using 50 and 200-day moving average is a popular trend following strategy. Also, there is a lot of different ways these trading algorithms can be programmed to make money and analyze this data to know when to place trades or sell trades at a high frequency or a lot of shares, right? In securities, options, doesn't matter what it is, they can be programmed to do pretty much anything. But it really all comes back to technical analysis. And another key thing, guys, that not a lot of people are aware about, they can actually track social sentiment and data, how many people are talking about a stock, to determine where their money would be best placed or their trades would be best placed, as well as the technical levels, and that really kicks up the algorithms. But just take a look at the list of other things that these algorithms do look at, and then we'll take a look at the technical analysis to kind of point you guys in the right direction of what I am looking for and why I am making this claim about a breakout with AMC stock when it does pertain to the algorithms and the algorithmic trading. Now, obviously, trend following strategies, like we just talked about, technical analysis, and most of this does revolve around technical analysis or some form of technical analysis. But arbitrage opportunities, index fund rebalancing, mathematical based mathematical model-based strategies, trading range, mean reversion, volume-weighted average price, VWAP, the time-weighted average price, percentage of volume, and then implement. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But it all really comes back down to the technical analysis and the other factors that we have also talked about. But taking a look at the 15-minute chart, guys, this is a chart that I do like to use to look at the shorter-term technical analysis. If you're in doubt or you're not sure exactly what is going on, always pull out to the 4-hour chart or even the daily chart, and that'll give you a good picture of what is going on with the stock. We all know that is in a bullish uptrend. We've pretty much been waiting around for some kind of catalyst to, in my opinion, to kickstart the algorithms, to start algorithmic trading again to the upside. Now we are sitting at this critical support level at about $54. We currently sit at $54.22. So if we can just straight bounce off of this tomorrow morning, which I do think will happen, open up $1 or $2 higher, even more than that, then I do think we are primed for these algorithms to essentially bid the stock price up. Now, as far as the actual support level to be watching for as of right now, we did hit this low at $51 over the past week or so. So that is really what I would be watching for. That would put us at pretty much the breaking under this actual pennant that we do have formed right now. But something else I want to point out as well, we are riding our 10-day moving average currently, and that sits at $53.94. So we are actually above that. So that is actually a bullish sign in and of itself. Now, if we're on the 50-day moving average for the 15-minute candlesticks, that is important to keep in mind. That is at $55.35, as well as a 200-day moving average is at $57.15. So if this 50-day moving average, this darker blue line, can cross above this teal line, that will be a golden cross. That is probably the biggest technical indicator, like we already talked about with the actual definition of how these algorithmic trading softwares do perform trades, is 50-day moving average crossing above the 200-day moving average, which almost always signifies an uptrend. Now, take a look at when this has actually happened in the past, and it is the opposite. When the 200-day moving average falls under the 50-day moving average, that is definitely not good. But pretty much everywhere on the chart, when you do see this actually happen, you see a breakout to the upside. Now, we did see this happen back here June 15th. We obviously rallied until coming back down. So you can see this across the whole pretty much all the technical analysis. That is something definitely to keep in mind. But if we do cross this 55.35 50-day moving average and the 200-day moving average at $57.15, that'll likely give us this break to probably over this level that we have had a severe resistance level at about $60. But even this high that we did hit at $61.10. So I'll go ahead and mark the $60 level because that is a significant resistance level, and for some reason Citadel doesn't want AMC to get over $60 per share. They have a huge short position on AMC as well. They're down about $500 million on their short position. So definitely have an interest or incentive from these hedge funds and institutions to keep AMC's share price down. Now, I don't see too much potential downside here. If you do, like I said, you're going to want to watch that $51 mark, but I just don't see it happening. I think it's all going to be to the upside, or at least for the next couple of trading days, and I don't want to speculate too far out. I just want to give you guys the facts of what I am looking at. But if we do break this $60 to $61 resistance level, we'll be clear to go to pretty much $65 per share. After that, we're gonna hit all-time highs. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this as well, because I think this is a very likely situation or outcome that we could even see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So that is basically what I am looking at. That is how the technicals are supporting a breakout and how the algorithmic trading does play the biggest role when it does come to AMC and all of these other stocks. As we know, like we said, 70 to 80% of all volume is done by these algos and these algorithmic trading programs. So with that being said, if you guys like the analysis and information that I provided in this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as well as check out the links down below below in the description. Get up to $70 in your choice of free stock using the link for public. No deposit necessary, no need to even link a bank account. If you did this right now, you would have your free stock in about 3 minutes time, and they are one of 2 other brokerages that do not route your order flows to companies like Citadel. The only others is Fidelity and Merrill Lynch, as well as I do have a link down below for Webull. Deposit $100 to get 4 free stocks, each of them potentially worth up to $2,400 a piece. And the only reason that I do have that link is because you can actually turn on a setting where you make it unavailable for Webull to lend out your shares to hedge funds or institutions. So I think that's a great feature. So you guys might as well check those links out if you have not already, as well as there is a link for the buy and sell alerts. They pay for themselves, and you'll be notified every single time I make a trade on AMC or any other stock. We have been killing it over there, and you join a great community. But with all of that being said, until next time, I will see you guys later. Take care.